Welcome to Scott and Steve in the Clubhouse with Kev. He's back again. He'll be back every week, but we can't get him on, the bit. Scott, Steve, and Kev doesn't sound right, does it?
No.
In fairness, we were probably wondering today why we're standing. So we only got 2 stools, and we had 1 chair, and Kev refused to look like Madge out of Dame Edna. So this is why we're just standing. It's okay, we'll have some more stools. We're actually in Camberwell Park, because we've got a golf day this afternoon, so really looking forward to that. So we're going straight away over, because the big talking point, in Limerick anyway, is Munster win the URC. Fiach, congratulations, my friend.
Outstanding, guys. Finally,
wow.
12 years in coming. Unbelievable.
What a performance. You celebrating so hard that you've actually got a picture of your favourite ever rugby player behind you. Oh, my God. What's that, Chops? I must have just got the bill or something there. Look at that. That was actually going through my ash blonde stage. So I think
it was going through a questionable stage in your life, Scott. Definitely.
Yeah. It's not often that my eyebrow is bigger than somebody's shoulder.
Being a hairdresser, Fiach, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
Well, he could have done with me back in those years. I think he could have. Yeah, definitely.
I tell you. Right, come on. Congratulations. Not only did you do Leinster in the Aviva in the semi-final, but you did it the hard way. Was it 4 or 5 away games, and then you had to fly out to the Stormers, you had to fly out to South Africa, and you turned them over in their own backyard?
Unbelievable, lads. If you looked at it at the start and said it was going to happen, I don't think anybody would have believed it. I don't think they would have said you were mad. Especially with 12 years in waiting for Munster, it's just phenomenal. And the way they did it was special, really special. Like, everything was against them. But I think that's one thing Munster have. Munster have a belief. I don't know. Do anyone else have it? Everyone else probably does believe, but it's just that belief that Munster have, that when odds are stacked against them, they can pull it out of the bag. And by heck, they did. It was phenomenal. That day against Leinster, it was amazing. What a performance. But to go and pull it out again in the final, what a game. Over there, to travel again to South Africa, and to be down to the wire, and to pull out a try like that for nearly the last play of the game, it was outstanding.
Yeah, superb, mate. Superb.
So what it's the people of Munster is the same. This is so stupid a question, you know what I mean? But is the semi-final victory celebrated more than the final? Because of course it was against your arch rivals.
I would say equal celebrations, but the celebrations are still going on for both. I haven't had a lot of the players into the Barbers Chair. I have been away in Spain for 3 weeks, but I think they're all still out celebrating. They don't give a shit about their hair at the moment, and they're just over the moon with a victory. So, look, the semi-final one against Leinster, I think, was a really strong performance, and people will say it wasn't a full-strength Leinster team by any means. It wasn't, but any Leinster team that takes the park is a good Leinster team. From the depth they have in their squad, and it was a fantastic victory. But then the celebrating that was done after 12 years in waiting, guys, for a trophy to come through there. We always believed it, but to finally get it once again, it's amazing. The celebration.
You don't need any excuses to celebrate, anyway.
The sun here is just amazing. It couldn't be better.
Any excuse.
It's Graham Roundtree's his reaction straight after, when everybody's jumping around the box, and he just puts his hands in his head, and if goes, oh shit, this wasn't supposed to happen. My first year as head coach. Where do I go from here?
Straight to the bar.
Oh shit, we're going to be on the piss for days after this one.
For weeks, never mind days.
Oh man, absolutely brilliant. Congratulations, Munster.
Yeah.
But can I just say, right, that Leinster sort of threw all their eggs in one basket, didn't they? You know what I mean? They made a lot of changes for that semi-final. They thought they could beat Munster. It didn't happen. You boys play so well. So in the final, they say lightning doesn't strike twice. Well, I tell you what, if that lightning is from La Rochelle, it does strike twice, my friend. They came over to the Aviva, and boy, you know what I mean, to go, was it 17-0 down after 10 minutes, I think it was, and then to come back and win that was absolutely incredible. And why you're smiling is because your guy, right, Ronan O'Gara, masterminded their downfall as well.
Well, for Raj and Dunners, for Donnacha Ryan there as well, it's amazing. Two unbelievable guys, and couldn't be happier for them. It's not so much that it was against Leinster, but for the two of them, it was just...
Be careful, you played for Leinster.
Leinster throwing all their eggs in one
Don't
basket.
remind him.
I think when you have success and when you're winning games, to take a loss as big as the loss they had in the semi-final of the URC against Munster, no matter what they say, it's a hard one to go to a final against the team of the calibre, the size and the skills of La Rochelle, with two Munster men in their coaching team also. So I think it was a bitter one, and it was stacked against them for that against La Rochelle. But again, what a victory from La Rochelle to come from down like that, and just physical specimens, a bit like yourself, Scott. But oh my God,
I thought you were talking
what
about me then.
size of men!
Kev's feeling left out
was
there,
like,
Fiach.
whoa.
Kevin, not be funny. You're like a toothpick to have forwards out the bladder.
To the wingers, you mean?
I'm like one of the legs.
It was incredible. But we can't let you go before as well. Saracens winning. Sale Sharks came down there and they were outstanding. But yes, Saracens just show the class that they've got as well. Coming back there, Owen Farrell, they were down and out a couple of years ago when they were relegated. They're back and they're back to top form.
Saracens, I don't think will ever be down, no matter how much you try and put them down. And like I say, coached by a good Irishman, Mark McCall again. So,
Jesus Christ, you know what I mean?
The Irish get everywhere.
We
get everywhere, don't we?
We're everywhere, guys.
Hey, it's just the way it is, Fiach. It's just the way it is.
But Fiach, before you go, forget all that rugby. Let's talk about your beloved Arsenal. What did you say? You wouldn't believe me.
Hands up. I did say it would be a disappointing season if we didn't have anything else but a win in the Premier League. Look, it is still disappointing, but I think what a season for them. A young side, a very thin squad, lost players, and we faltered because of it. But something growing there that I think is massive.
It's a good season.
And I look forward. Good things
sure.
to come, I think. Mikel Arteta, what a manager. He's unbelievable. His passion, his energy. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet him and spend a bit of time with him. I think we'd be really good friends.
He'd love to meet you all. Have a drink.
If he watches this podcast, he's not coming out to Ireland soon, let me tell you that.
He wants to go to Munster. Go drinking for a week.
Scott, actually, Kev and Steve are coming over pre-season for a game, so we'd love to have you over there. It's a lot more friendly off the pitch in Thomond Park, so we'd love to have you over there as well.
I tell you what, the best thing about Thomond Park is, not playing there, because if you're a clashy side going over there, it's a tough place to go. But the atmosphere is absolutely incredible, and the Munster choir. I was over there one day, right, and we were there, and I was working for Sky, and about an hour before the game, they were there, and the Munster choir, they were absolutely brilliant. I was doing a piece to camera, really quiet. Then as soon as I finished, one of them came over, "Can I sing you a song?" I said, "I'd love to." And they were singing me Welsh songs.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely incredible. I think they did Sospen Fach for me, and I was in tears.
Yeah.
I was absolutely in tears. I was crying. They were brilliant. I give them all a hug, and
With an Irish accent.
Huh?
That must be
No,
brilliant.
no. I've got a
The
control
gentle
in my
log.
back, and they just put it on one. They just put it on one. It was nice. Is it a Welsh Cutch? It's a Welsh Cutch. That's about six. That's about six. So it was wonderful. But the people of Munster, I cannot be happier that you won the URC. You beat Leinster in the semi-final. Is this quickly before you go? Is this going to affect? Is it the fact that Leinster lost the big one at home? Is that going to dent their confidence for the World Cup?
I don't think so, lads. I think Leinster had an unbelievable season. They went unbeaten in the URC, and they came unstuck in their last 2 games of the season. Missed James Ryan, missed Johnny Sexton, but Leinster are a good enough team and they're good enough players. So I think when they get into Irish camp and Andy Farrell gets his hands on all them, I don't think this will hamper their chances. Hopefully the win for Munster will bring that bit of success with those guys coming into camp. And no, I think I will stay. I know my prediction for Arsenal was wrong, but I think my prediction for Ireland, they will do big things in this World Cup and hopefully go the whole way. I think still, yeah, absolutely.
I bet I'll be delighted with that after all your predictions the last couple of weeks. They're going out the quarter-final stage again, aren't they? You know what I mean? We know what's happening. I can't get over it before you go. 3 weeks in Spain. What have you been doing for 3 weeks in Spain?
In the tan on, guys.
That's not man.
You're going playing basketball.
You've been.
What, did you sit indoors?
You've been in Spain for 3 weeks, and you haven't got a tan.
Lads, 3 weeks in Spain with an 8-month-old baby is not a holiday.
What do you go for then?
Like a trial camp.
Sun's out, guns out, my friend. Well, Fiach, there's a lot of people in Limerick at the moment with very long hair because you've been selfish enough to go away for 3 weeks. So get back to your chair, my friend. We'll see you next month.
Get back in the clubhouse.
Thank you, guys.
See you, my friend.
All the best,
Take
Fiach.
care. See ya.
Ta-da, my
See you
friend.
next month.
Ta-da.
See you, pal.
Oh,
Ta-da.
brilliant.
Super.
So, right, I mentioned it, we can't mention it, in front of him. Arsenal blew it today. How shit were they at the end of the season?
Yeah, and finished off very well. Last game of the season. It was a shame. Maybe it was a little bit too much for a young squad. Who knows? Arteta he'll learn from it. So will the players.
Yeah.
By the looks of things, he's going to look to buy big. So, they're going to be a force to be handled with in the next coming years.
Will that give them the confidence, or will the last month of the season sort of dent their confidence in that, or will they say, oh, okay, we just run out of steam a little bit, couple more signings, and we can push on for next year?
You know yourself, you're hurting when you lose a couple of games. And to be fair, Arsenal, I think, lost it when they drew the 2 games. Was it West Ham and Liverpool?
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, the momentum changes. And we know what Man City are all about. They're a phenomenal team. What a squad. I mean, I'd be very surprised if they don't win the treble, to be honest with you. They made mincemeat out of Real Madrid in the semi-final, which...
It was incredible, wasn't it?
It was incredible, because that's a very good Real Madrid side. But going back to Arsenal, a couple of signings, that performance against Wolves, the last day of the season, that's what they'll be taking. That'll give them a little bit more confidence, feel-good factor.
Yeah.
Going away, you've a few weeks off, apart from the international boys who will go off to their countries, come back in pre-season. They look forward to next year now. They know they can challenge up there. They know they're good enough. 1 or 2 signings. Who knows?
Who knows? But we can't go away from, City. Wow. What was it? I think in the end, it was something like, was it 34, 15, 16 on the bounce?
Something like that. But for me, after looking at the first semi-final, I'm thinking, I know managers stay loyal to their players, but the 3 world-class players they had in midfield got overrun, overpowered. Now, to play against Man City, you need nearly a different type of midfielder. You do need somebody that can handle the ball, but you need people that can pressurise them boys and put severe pressure on them. And Real Madrid didn't do it. Yeah. And that's why, look, Man City controlled the game. I'm not saying it was just because of that, but if you give away midfield in a football match, you've given away the game, really.
Yeah.
You know.
And they worked hard, didn't they, Man City?
Oh, that's the thing.
Everybody's talking about Haaland and everybody's talking about, De Bruyne and these. But Gundogan,
Oh.
when you needed goals, he stood up, didn't he?
But if I followed his career at Dortmund, oh my God, he was sensational. He had 2 horrific knee injuries, and he's come back to this level, this standard.
There's talk of him going to Arsenal, isn't there? I don't know if it's true. Is it?
There's talk of him going elsewhere.
Oh, Gundogan?
Yeah,
Arsenal,
big time. Yeah.
If that happens, he'll be.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be huge for
Arsenal.
for Arsenal, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
And the other thing is, Man United now have actually got the chance to stop Man City.
Hang on,
somebody come in now.
When you were talking about Man City winning the treble, and
how can you bring Man United into the conversation we're talking about?
Well, we talk about Manchester, so we'll carry on talking about Manchester United now because.
Oh, well, let's talk about Salford then.
Everybody's talking about Man City. What I wanted to say was, back in 1977, Liverpool were going for the same. They'd won the league. The
European Cup.
There was FA Cup next then, which was Man United.
I was only 5. I was outside playing.
The European Cup, which they won.
Yeah,
you've been outside playing, causing carnage, isn't it?
I was only 5.
Over in 5 roads,
making crossbows and making.
I actually remember that. Yeah.
So, wouldn't it be great for Man United fans if it happened again tomorrow that we win the FA Cup, and then we stop the Man City winning the treble? But that's just
it's a one-off game.
Do you think they can do it?
My heart says yes, but common sense, no. The Man City are unstoppable.
I think Man United have an outside chance. One-off game goes in their favour, and they've got a couple of players that can hurt you. They've got good pace. It's whether
and it's on the day as well.
It's on the day. The only thing is, if it was at
Old Trafford, it's a game of 2 halves. Jesus Christ, how many more cliches can we get in here?
No, but if it was at Old Trafford, I'd fancy Man United, but because it's at Wembley and the way Man City keep the ball.
Train strikes,
Yeah.
Train strikes.
I don't think.
Why does everybody mention that? Oh, they don't know. Train strikes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are they walking?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I know they get a bus these days.
Yeah. No, they fly down.
Who do?
The team.
You're joking.
Oh, aye.
What, from Manchester to London?
Yeah. Or if
the world's Greta Thunberg is going to go nuts.
Well, I'm surprised Man City or Man U haven't put on a special train, got their own drivers.
Yeah.
The Alpine buses.
Which one would go into Euston and which one would go into Paddington? You'd have to,
Yeah, it'd be nasty, wouldn't it? Be nasty, wouldn't it? But there are Man United fans are coming from all over the world, and it's just.
But they're not coming from Manchester, are they?
Yeah, there'd be a large portion of them, but.
You were born in Manchester, weren't you?
The Man City fans are travelling from Saudi. So they're all flying in.
Right.
Good
prediction.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Man United.
Okay.
I'm going to go for Man United, and there's going to be 1 goal in it. I can see a 2-1 to Man United. A poor City performance tomorrow, it'll have to be. Everyone's entitled to have 1 bad game this season, and I think that's going to be their bad game.
Okay.
I can't see Man City being stopped. No. That performance against Madrid, they are so hungry. They want everything. I just can't see it.
And it's a week out, right? It's before they used to play the European Cup final in the week, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was on the Saturday, and there was a week in between. There was a week in between both games.
Yeah.
Then Pep's going to pick his full side. He's going to say, right, okay, because he can't even have 2 weeks without a game. So he'll go full side. He'll say, right, go flat out because we've got 7-day turnaround.
Yeah.
It's not so bad. And my great mate Will Greenwood, we did school at Knoxville and everything. Yeah. He's a City supporter. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna have to go blue.
Look. You'd love to see Man U put in a great performance, hopefully cause an upset, but I really can't see it.
No.
I really can't see it. This Man City team, it's just going from strength to strength. They're getting better. It's just phenomenal what they're doing.
Yeah.
He's making good players even better.
And you talked earlier about the Real Madrid result. They got Inter next week. I actually think Inter will probably be a bit more difficult for them because they're a bit more defensively oriented. You know what I mean? They're going to stick. They're going to stick 2 feet in and their head at the same time. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that with Inter Milan, they're going to bore you into submission. They play their style of football. I
know the feeling.
All season, that's what they've done. They can play. They actually enjoy defending and counter-attacking.
Yeah.
They play with 2 up top, which is brave, but them 2 up top cause all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
And the thing is, again, I'd be surprised if Inter do it, but if Inter Milan get the noses in front, Man City are in for a hell of a game.
Yeah.
If Man City score the first goal, I can see them running away with that one as well, 3 or 4.
Yeah, but like you say, if Inter get the first one, then they're going to make it really difficult for them.
Oh God! Like you say, they'll put their heads in. They know all the dirty tactics, time wasting, all that carry on, the cynical fouls. They're masters at it.
Yeah.
And you know what? You just wouldn't know. European Cup final, 1-off.
You never know.
You never know.
So predictions?
I'm going Man City.
Man City.
Do you know, it's one of those things, right, where we're all tribal, aren't we? You know what I mean? I'm a Scarlett boy, I'm a Schleswig guy, you know what I mean? And if we play Swan, it doesn't matter. But I've got to this stage in my life. When I was playing, I was really, I didn't want any of the Welsh clubs to win. Because I just wanted Scarlett to win. I wanted Schleswig to win.
Fiach.
Yeah, like Fiach. Yeah, exactly. We're Fiach. Yeah, I used to be like him, you know what I mean? With the guns as well, but not anymore.
You've grown up, Fiach still hasn't.
Yeah, there's debatable issues about that as well, right? Right. But it's one of those things now where the older I get, I just want Welsh clubs to do well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if the Ospreys are playing, or the Dragons are playing, or if the Blues are playing, I just want them to do well. And do you get that sort of thing? I know football rivalry is tough, because do you want Inter to win, or do you want Man City to win?
I would prefer the English clubs to win it.
Yeah.
Whoever the English club is.
Yeah.
Even
we are very grown up, aren't we?
Even certain people.
Would you like Man City to win, or are you still in that childish mode?
Childish mode, yeah. I would.
Do you know, he'd prefer Man City to win this one, but if it was Liverpool v Inter Milan, believe you me, he'd be Italian.
Inter Milan.
Yeah. You'd be
pasta for
spag ball all week. Spag ball, you'd have garlic bread in your hair.
He'd be choking on Peroni.
Drinking Peroni all week. Any excuse, well. English club, you have got a good point. I would be like that, apart from 2 clubs. I can't mention those 2 clubs.
But we're better not.
Very childish,
we know they are. We know they are.
Exactly.
So, Man City deserved it massively in the end. By God, man, Big Sam came back into Leeds. We have a look at Leicester at the end there. Everton, and I was one of those. I got a lot of Liverpool support. And hope Everton go down. I went, no, man.
6 points.
I hadn't thought of that. But
Sorry.
But it's that rivalry, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You want your Uniteds. Because I think, to us, you know what I mean, City, I still think United is the biggest rival. You know what I mean? And Everton are the biggest because they're in the City. They're the biggest rival.
Yeah.
I was so chuffed when the Toffee stayed up.
Yeah, I was as well. As a Man United fan, I was gutted the Leeds went down, if I'm honest.
I've got to say that I would have loved to have seen.
I was actually gutted Leicester went down, so I wouldn't have predicted any of those sides to go down this year.
It's a tough one. I think it was too late for Sam. I think if Sam had gone in there
sooner, maybe 5 games sooner.
When they changed managers the first time, Sam would have kept Leeds up.
Yeah,
he's that type of man. That type of manager.
It was too late, wasn't it?
It was far too
late.
Well,
with the fixtures that they had, it was almost impossible.
But Sam's not complaining. He's got a nice bit of cash in his back pocket now.
But it was.
On his front pocket.
It's not about the money for someone like Sam. No. He wanted to get back in, big club.
But he still wants it.
He wants it.
Desperate.
Well, what better man to take them out of the championship?
Is that job? It wasn't a part-time job. Is it available for him? Is it?
Apparently on reports this morning is he's gone.
Oh, right, yeah.
So obviously,
he has gone.
Yeah, but Leeds have apparently they're up for sale, aren't they?
Yeah,
the owners have taking over an Italian club, I think.
All right.
So I don't know what's going on.
Plus, you could put a bid in for him.
Huh?
That won't cost much, is it?
No.
For the squad they have, the talent in it, I think that's a big one. And then to put in that performance the last day, magnificent performance.
Yeah.
Too late.
It's too late. And you can see all their better players still want Premiership
They want
football.
moves, haven't they? Yeah.
And that's the big problem you've got. You're hoping you can keep them, but they've got to have that desire and hunger to get out of the Championship. And what you've got in the Championship is that's a hard league
What
to
a
get out
league,
of.
yeah,
It's a
exactly.
slog.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a slog.
Yeah.
And it's more travel. You haven't got the luxury of what you've been used
Taking
to.
planes.
Taking planes.
Now you get to a minibus.
Then you're back to normality.
Yeah.
Getting the bus, you're getting home at all sorts of hours in the morning.
Hey, what about Luton getting into
Spaghetti
the Premier
Junction.
League?
Oh,
What a
fantastic.
story.
I know.
Luton,
I would have loved Cov.
non-league.
My old club, Cov.
Yeah,
Mark
well,
Robbins, what a job.
Yeah. So who went up in the end?
Luton.
Luton.
An ex-teammate
Sheffield
of
United
mine.
and Burnley.
Yeah, it's,
Fantastic.
yeah,
Fantastic.
fantastic.
Well, good luck to those
Burnley,
guys next.
fair play to them.
Yeah.
Great
Outstanding,
football
yeah.
with Vincent
Oh,
Company.
Sunderland was the other side in the Championship, wasn't it?
Yeah, Vincent
Sunderland.
Company done a marvellous job there.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair play.
absolutely brilliant.
You know, fair play, yeah.
They,
No, it's good.
They'll hold it
It's
on.
all good.
If I said to you, right, that's football. If I said to you, anything you want to bring in football? Done?
Football,
Done.
that's
Done.
me done.
Wait till next year.
Yeah,
Women's
pre-season.
World Cup coming up next
Australia.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, down in Australia.
Looking forward to doing
have a
well,
little
actually.
chat about
The
that maybe
ILS
on the
will
next
do
one.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about that in the
we'll
next
chat,
one.
Definitely.
If I said to you, Michael Block,
Oh my word. What a story.
do you know who he was? Was he 10 days ago?
Didn't have a clue. I mean, the hole in one
Yeah.
on the final day, and then to do what he done on 18. Oh my God.
Incredible.
But his whole reaction is, what a lovely, down-to-earth guy.
Yeah.
You know, in his interviews afterwards, what it meant to him. And it wasn't about him.
When he found
It was
out he was playing with Rory on
Oh.
the Saturday night,
See
and
his
he was almost
reaction.
in tears.
Yeah.
It was incredible. If you don't know, right, so the US PGA last week, which Brooke Koepka won, by the way, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people that are going to live that I just want to see every week. There's three. There's three people I want to see every week, really. And that's
Koepka.
Brooks,
Yeah.
and that's DJ,
Yeah.
Dustin Johnson, and Cam Smith.
Cam Smith.
Those
yeah.
those three. I miss them.
I miss Cam Smith.
I miss
think
him.
he's a wonderful player.
You know.
And Brooks. Yeah.
So Michael now, he was a club professional and got into the US PGA.
Yeah.
And he got, I think it was, did he get top 15 in the end? And he got in for next year's
Yes.
PGA. And he didn't know he was coming down the stretch. He was, he was on coverage all the way around, and he had to up and down on 18. He said he didn't look at the boards. He just had to up and down at 18. Managed, he was totally left, pushed it, managed to get it to about 10, 15 feet.
Yeah.
Held the putt.
Sunk the putt. He's in the next year.
Super.
And do you know what?
What a story.
Is a line after, and they said, "What did it mean to you?" He said, it meant everything, because next year there'll be another spot for a club professional.
That
how
was
good
his
is that?
attitude.
How good is that?
And then,
Brilliant.
a week later, he's in the Schwab
Yeah.
and he misses the cut. And he stays around an extra day, talking with kids, signing autographs, giving them advice. That's everything about him. He just loves the
It was
game.
brilliant.
Oh, absolutely.
But what I don't get, I get people, he's brilliant with me. Oh, the next week. I said, he's a club professional. He doesn't do this week in, week out.
Right.
He teaches, he coaches, for $150, an hour and that type of thing. Well, it's probably going up to $5,000 an hour now. And it's one of those where, right, he goes, oh, what happened the week after? I said, well, let me talk you through it, right? You're playing in your biggest competition you've ever played in your life, right? You go round 1, round 2, you make the cut, which is incredible, right?
Yeah,
Incredible,
just to
right?
make the cut.
At Oak Hill, right? Just the setup. You think of this. If me, right, you play off 6. I play off 6.5, so I get half a shot.
6.7 I am.
6. Oh shit! I'll give you a shot. And we're there now, right? And it's one of those where if me and you went out there, we'd shoot over 100, maybe 110.
Easy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Balls I'm talking about, no shots. And it's only because it's the setup on those courses are incredible, right? So
yeah.
he makes a cut. And not only that, he makes the cut. He then plays. Was it Jason Day? I think he played with on the Saturday.
Yeah.
Then he does well, drops back a little bit, but then he's playing with Rory. In the final round of a major. It's just mind blowing.
How must he be feeling?
Oh, just absolutely.
It's a dream for him, isn't it?
And then the following week he doesn't do so well.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Adrenaline.
Yeah.
That's what gets you through that week. The adrenaline. So when the adrenaline comes down, they were working out.
But then the other thing is, you look at it, you're seeing that about him. Adrenaline, you're right.
Yeah.
You're celebrating, you're on a high dole, everybody wanting a piece of you. Media, family, friends, the whole shebang. You look at the pros.
Yeah.
Look at Rory, for example.
Yeah.
He, like everybody's talking about, he's brilliant for 3 rounds. He can't get that 4th round.
Yeah.
So that's top.
Pressure.
Yeah, pressure.
Scotty Scheffler came through the pack again.
Yeah.
Wow,
he is. He's a machine.
Oh, he's just incredible.
He's a machine.
I tried last week to emulate his swing.
Oh, no.
No. I wish you told me last week. I tell you what, I can hardly move this week.
My back.
I've been walking around, I guess, all the week with my back going. Oh my God!
Well, what about his
Scotty
ankles?
Scheffler is not for me.
He moves his feet.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
I've never seen that like it. You couldn't replicate that.
No,
it's impossible.
Could you imagine him on Strictly? He'd be amazing, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he be good? He'd be like, look at his feet movement. Look at his feet movement. You know what I mean? He'd be like, woo, well, he'd be gone. I'd love to see that. Dancing with the Stars.
I don't think
have you ever been approached?
No, don't go there. No.
Why? Do the Irish one. I tell you who did the Irish one last year.
He's got Brendan's clothes on today.
That's all you're going to do is move feet.
He's got Brendan's clothes on. He could do it.
Shane Byrne did it, didn't he?
Shane Byrne. Barney.
Did they cut his mullet off?
Mullet. I don't know.
Or did they just put spackles on it?
I wouldn't. There's no way to cut that mullet off.
No.
There's no way.
The most famous mullet in the world, Shane Byrne.
Yeah.
I tried to
Nicest man
emulate
ever.
it. He's a lovely.
I think he reinvented it, didn't he? He brought it back into fashion, did he?
Did the mullet ever go out? Not in
Glynneath.
In Glynneath, they
I'd
all
love
walk
to grow a
around.
mullet, but
You couldn't have one playing rugby, could you?
No.
We haven't mentioned, because you're from Glynneath, we haven't mentioned that Max Boyce is from Glynneath.
Yeah,
Does
wonderful
everybody
man.
walk around with massive leeks?
No, they don't actually, no. Because Max keeps them all to himself.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, they're all in his garden.
Nicest man in the world,
He's a
isn't he?
lovely man.
Yeah.
He honestly is. He's got so much time for everybody.
Yeah.
And actually, there was a team came up from Vale once, and I was up at the club watching the game, and he had a sing-song in the bar with them. It was just natural for him to do that.
Yeah.
And obviously, the Vale people were just like starstruck.
Well, I've got to know
he's a
him
legend.
through you, haven't I?
Well, yes,
Up at
Steve's
the
got to know him,
rugby
yeah.
club.
Yeah,
What a lovely
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And
Have I told you my story about Max Boyce?
Maybe not.
When we went, so myself, Gareth Edwards, pick the name up, and Phil Bennett, pick the name up, and Martin Williams, pick the name up.
another name
we were up doing an advert for Zipwell up in North Wales.
All right.
And we were up there, and we were having food in the Tea Coch one night, and it was absolutely lovely. We said, "Hey, how's Max anyway?" Because he had his heart, and he had problems with his heart.
Yeah.
And Gareth Edwards went, "I'll give him a ring now." I said, "Oh, have you got his number?" Jesus, I know you're a big guy, but there's levels, there's levels, you know what I mean? And he went, yeah. He said, I phoned the rugby club. I said, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
He said, "I phoned the rugby club, Glynneath Rugby Club, right? Because Max is like, he's patron of, he's chairman of the rugby club.
Everything.
So he phoned the rugby club up and go, "Hello, it's Max Boyce there, please." And they said, he's not here at the moment. Who's speaking? Oh, it's Gareth Edwards. Gareth Edwards. Yeah. I go get it for you now. So 2 minutes later, he comes back. He goes round because Max lives next door. So he comes back round. Max is there. Hello? Gar? Yes. Max? Yes. 25 minutes later, we're still talking. On the phone.
So I had the good fortune, through this man, of playing golf with the great Gareth Edwards.
He's amazing, isn't he?
And Di Richards.
Oh, Di. I used to get my car shoes off Di.
Oh,
Di Richards is from Cungrack, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from Cungrack. I don't think a lot of people know that.
For everybody out there
claim
who's
of fame.
not from Cumbrae.
Oh yeah, I'm from Cungrack.
It's only a couple of miles outside Glynneath. And for everybody who doesn't know where Glynneath is, it's only a couple of miles outside of Neath.
Yeah, and it's
And anybody who doesn't know where Neath is, Tough shit,
But
basically.
he did do us a great favour, and I had the pleasure, lovely round of golf, with Glyn, who's the secretary at Royal Port Call. Pick that one up.
You want to go back to them?
Yes, and so do you.
It's amazing.
I think we will. But yeah, I had a lovely round of golf with them. And the two lads, we had a couple of drinks after the golf. And the two lads said, why don't you stay? And did I want to? Of course I did. But I knew I had to travel back up to the Midlands. And next of all, their two wives just came walking across the course. I said, what's going on here? He said, we live there. So we just walk across. Lovely summer's evening, few drinks. So
you did stay?
No, I didn't. But I will do it the next time.
Drink responsibly, ladies and gentlemen.
What a beautiful place.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, Port Call is stunning. Oh, do you know where I'm going in 2 weeks' time?
Go on.
Sea Point.
Oh, down the road from my home place.
I know. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward. What type of course is it?
Bit of both, believe it or not.
What do you mean?
9 holes parkland.
Right.
9 holes on the coast.
Was it?
Yeah, it's unique.
So do they need to take my chainsaw?
The way you hit the ball, no, you lose them.
Chainsaw. I'd lose a chainsaw. So you need this one though. You need a chainsaw and a bucket of spade.
Bucket and spade. Fantastic golf course. Unfortunately, I got the invite too late. I've already committed to Portugal for the Sir Bobby Robson charity.
Oh, fab. So you'll be out there?
I'll be out there.
But, right, okay. Do you want to tell everybody where you've been since the last time? I've played the Forest of Arden. I've played the Celtic Manor. And you've played?
Rossapena, Adair, Wentworth.
Forest of Arden.
Forest of Arden. Where else?
You did write them down.
What about
I was
me?
very jealous.
Ask me.
Woburn.
I've been very fortunate.
All right.
And that's our own course.
You asked
Aston
him.
Wood.
Yeah. You asked him.
Kev, where have you played?
Aberdeen's golf range.
Have you? You are. You've been. You are actually back.
Yeah, they banned me from a because I lost too many balls. They went over them 18 feet nets. They ended up in the River Neath.
I told you.
Yeah, but the nets are behind you.
When I went down, I couldn't remember if I was right-handed or left-handed, but I think I was left-handed because he was hitting the ball on my right and it was going all over the place. So.
Which hand do you pick your pint up with?
Right hand.
Your right hand?
Actually, I don't know. Right hand probably. No, I am.
So if I give you a number 19 now, which one would you take? You're right-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That honestly, ladies and gentlemen, that is not scientifically proven where you're finding out which hand you are, right? So I just say just a little note, just
no,
a little
I did enjoy it. Honestly, I rang Steve about it. So I went back down.
You got overexcited.
I did get overexcited, but the thing when you find a golf range, you just hitting the ball, isn't it? And that's not golf, is it? So,
no. Well, it kind of is golf.
Well, if you walked out there and used yourself as a target for the rest of the people and then walk back.
But
honestly,
if
Kev walked out in the middle of a golf range, I think my golf will get better.
Yeah.
There'd be a target to get to.
I'm not a natural golfer.
We're 45, we're 40 odd minutes in, and we're only here to answer questions.
Yeah.
We're only here to answer questions. If you want to ask us any questions, info@clubhousebrewingcompany.co.uk, or we've got follow us on our social, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Clubhouse Brewing Company, or we've got www.clubhousebrewingcompany.com, or we've got subscribers. Anyone can be in the clubhouse with us. Just hit the subscribe button. Now, obviously, I remembered that totally off my head. Off my head.
Well, then.
And if you do ask a question and you get the question of the week, if you do ask the best question, then you will get 4 of these. You'll get the number 3, number 5, number 8, and number 19 from the clubhouse. And remember, we are actually live now. The beers are on sale. So go to clubhousebrewingcompany.com to buy the beers now and try and let us know what you think. I tell you what, I'd start with the session, and then go on to the pale ale, and then I'd have the dark mild, and then just before you go to bed, just to knock you out, go for 5% number 19. Absolutely perfect. Right, who has the first question this week?
Hi, Kelly here from Dunvant. My question is for Scott. Scott, would you mind sharing some of your greatest moments you had at the infamous Stradey Park in Llanelli? Thank you.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much. Stradey Park. Oh, do you have a favourite place to play? Honestly, I was lucky enough to play around the world. New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, Argentina, Dublin. Well, Dublin, the Aviva was now, obviously, when I was playing. It was the old Lansdowne Road. And
It's only 10 yards difference.
I know, but there was a house in the corner.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just in case everybody got caught short, they wanted somewhere to sleep overnight. You know what I mean? Then they couldn't get out to the stadium. Absolutely brilliant place to play. But my favourite place to play was definitely Stradey Park. It was amazing. It was only about 13,500. We used to sell it out quite regularly. You know, when you're playing against Swansea, Neath back in the day, Cardiff would come down, Newport. We'd sell them out for all the bigger games. And it was just incredible. And I remember because I used to go down there as a kid with my father, and when my father was playing down there. And the one thing I remember, and even now I'm 50, is that the long corridor when you went in through the players' entrance and you walked down the corridor and the sound of the studs. Because obviously I used to wear boots everywhere then. Yeah. And it was the sound of the studs. You know what I mean? I'd just run up and down the corridor. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it was a lot easier than going on the pitch. And then you used to turn left, and then Die Chips used to be on the left where I was playing. But it was Bert Peel, Dwayne Peel's grandfather, used to be the physio in Stradey at the time. And he bought me my first ever cricket bat. Because he used to do Glamorgan cricket as well. And he bought me a cricket bat, he bought my brother a cricket ball. And under the Christmas tree, you could tell it was a cricket bat. Yeah. He was so good at
great stadium.
And,
great.
Man.
I used to go down as a fan. There was a guy in Gleath, Dr. Watkins. He never missed a game. And his son, Ali Watkins, was the same age as me. We grew up together. And that was their club. And so I watched many a game down in Stradey Park back in the day.
Do you remember, what was the best game you ever saw there?
I actually remember seeing a game down there once, and believe it or not, I'm not just saying this, but it was against Leinster one night, a midweek game. They used to play Leinster in midweek. I don't know why. But I was down on a Wednesday night. It would have been in the 70s as well, man, because I was still in a Slimera school then.
Wow.
So it was an absolutely brilliant game. Can't remember the score, I just remember the atmosphere and the occasion.
Yeah, well, did you ever see the game, 72 game, that obviously they beat the All Blacks 9-3? 9-3 in Stradey Park, the day they drank the town dry.
That's right.
You must have been there if they drank the town dry. You did want to go goal.
I was too young. But I tell you what I've got, I still got the programme actually, when Glenheath played Llanelli in the Schweppes Cup, or
did they?
Whatever it was at the time. That would have been 1973, I'll check with the programme. But I was there. My dad took me down on the Glenheath coach.
Oh, fantastic!
Supporters coach.
It was in Stradey as well.
It was in Stradey Park.
Oh, brilliant!
Even that game was a sellout. It was full.
That was amazing.
You have to check your CFAX.
I know I'll have to check, but I reckon I got it right. It was 1973, I think it was.
Yeah.
I got the programme. I'll check when I go home.
Oh, amazing!
Great, full side. Full Llanelli team were playing.
They used to talk about, because the great Phil Bennett was absolutely incredible. Yeah. And when Benny was playing, they used to go down there. He used to work at the Steelworks opposite.
Yeah.
And they used to come down. And when they come down, they go to the programme boy and they go, "Is Benny playing?" And they go, "No, he's not playing tonight." And they go, "Right." And they go, "Where you going?" "I'm going home." And then, if Benny wasn't playing, they wouldn't go watch him.
My dad gave Phil Bennett a job.
Did he?
He came back off the 1976 Japan tour, Wales tour.
Yeah.
And obviously rugby was amateur then, and my father was a mining agent.
Oh, right.
And he gave Phil Bennett a job, became quite friendly with him.
As what?
He just gave him a job, didn't he? Probably worked on the surface, I guess. I don't think he went underground, but I think he worked on the surface. And my dad gave him a job.
Wow.
He worked with him for about a year or two, yeah.
Oh, amazing.
And I actually went to an event in the new stadium, Llanelli new stadium,
Park of Scarlets,
with maybe some insurance company or whatever, I can't remember. And Phil Bennett was the speaker there. Yeah. He came and sat on everyone's table.
Legend.
And I told him that my dad worked with him. He said, when I told him my surname, he said straight away, "How do you remember him?" He said, "Give me my job."
No.
Oh,
that's
and
amazing.
He remembered, and that's probably, 1976. He was like 30 years later. No, 40 years later.
That's how times have
remember his
changed,
name?
right? Because my dad,
Brilliant.
I'm sure my dad said, because he used to work for Ina Berens in Schleswig as a sparky,
Yeah.
right? And he said, look, he got picked for the 1971 Lions tour. He wasn't capped by Wales at the time, so he said, look, he went there all excited, they're brilliant. Went into work and they went, I'm going on the Lions tour. Can I have 4.5 months off? And they went, no.
No.
I went, what?
Incredible.
They said, look, if you go, you got no job when you come back. He said, right,
and your
put his tools down. Off he went.
Incredible. And your dad played for the Lions before his first World Cup, didn't he?
Yeah, 71.
That's an achievement in its own, isn't it?
Oh,
and especially in the 71 when they won the series as well.
Yeah, Karun was coach. Yeah, it was incredible.
Incredible story.
It was incredible. I'm glad they won that tour, because when they came back, I was born the next year, so it must have been celebrating. Must have been celebrating, that's all I'm saying. Look at Dad! Yes! This is what you get when you win the series in New Zealand. And
fine specimen.
I'm not sure that's actually true either. Sorry, Mum, if I said that. But it's incredible. But Stradey Park, just the most amazing. We beat Wasps there in the sixth round of the Heineken Cup to get to the quarterfinals. I remember we played cup matches there. I was injured for the 92 game against Australia. Yeah. So I watched that one, but what a day that was. That was just absolutely incredible. And I was there for 89 when New Zealand played Clechy, and that one, Buck Shelford, one of my heroes. He was just absolutely incredible. He was incredible that day, yeah. But
sad day when they had to leave. They had to leave the ground, obviously. Didn't they?
Yeah.
What is there now?
Houses.
Houses.
Houses. Yeah. I scored many a try in number 52. Many a try. Yes.
Not number 19.
No, I got knocked out in number 19. I think I ran out at number 8. So, you know what I mean? It all kind of worked out in the end. It all kind of worked out. Thank you for that question. Brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. Have you got another one?
Hi, this is a question for Steve Staunton. My name's Ray Halfpenny, an avid Aston Villa fan. Obviously, Steve, you played on 2 occasions for Aston Villa in the left-back position. I'd like to ask you a question that if there was a favourite left-back player of all time, who would it be? If you could answer that, that'd be great. Thank you.
Ray, what a question.
Ray Halfpenny.
Yeah.
Did
he play rugby?
Does he belong to Lee?
Lee Halfpenny. Do you remember Halfpenny used to be a thing? I used to pay a halfpenny sweet. Every time I hear halfpenny, you think, used to get a sweet for half a penny. Oh, it was like chocolate. It was like chocolate. I'd be down to the post office. Can I have 20 sweets for 10 pence? Oh, living the dream. My mate, we were in the pool one day, right? My mate went up there. My mate went up and said, "How much is a 10 pence mix?" That's the type of people I used to hang around with. That's the type of people that's the type of people I do hang around with.
I think Ray's in that category.
Oh, is he?
I think I played more than 2.
Yeah. Well,
I think he meant twice.
Oh, right. You 2 stints. 2 stints.
Not stents.
No, not stints.
What a great question. I would have to say Roberto Carlos. What a fullback he was. But also, he done me head in. Because I was going down to Milan, only for Roberto Carlos. Believe it or not. Back in 1994, a lot of Italians came over the day before our last game. We're playing Norwich. We have to better Crystal Palace's result at Newcastle to stay up. So I'm captain in the club. We have to get the result, and Norwich was a difficult place to go at that time.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, it's a difficult place to get to. Have you ever been to Norwich?
Yeah.
Miles from anywhere. It's even miles from Norwich.
Oh my God.
It's the murder getting in Norwich. You should do the People's Most Good Lottery. They say somebody's won in Norwich. I go, oh, Jesus Christ.
Do I have to go?
Oh, can I just post them the 10 grand?
So, these Italians came to the Belfry the day before the game. So, the agent who brought me across before we get on the coach had all these Italians looking me up and down, asking me questions through an interpreter, everything going on. So
they could speak English, could they?
Well, they probably could, but didn't want to speak to me. But at the time, I was just concerned about making the bus to get back across, to get on our way to Norwich. Well, anyway, it transpired that Inter Milan were prepared to pay 3.5 million for me. They could get Roberto Carlos for 4.8 million. Doug Ellis wanted 5.5 million. So I thought, well, I ain't going to Inter Milan for 5.5 million. But if they wanted me for 3.3 or 3.5, please let me go. He didn't. And unfortunately, that great man went there. And what a player.
What happened to him? What happened to him?
Look, attacking wise, people always said, "Oh, he wasn't a great defender. He only wanted to attack."
He could do everything.
He could do everything, exactly. And to be fair to him, he wasn't the tallest in the world. So defending, which he didn't have to do, crosses on the back
Did you ever
post.
play against him?
So how tall was he?
He, I would say 5'7", 5'8".
Oh my God! So you're like
6'1", just under 6'1".
I am.
Yeah, we know you're 6 what? 6'5"?
No, I'm me 6'4".
6'4".
Without my dad. So we had.
Yeah, you look tall with that.
So really, at 3.8, you were more value for money per inch of height. Mr. Inter, come on, you missed the trick.
But the thing was, my stats were all better than Maldini's at the time.
Yeah.
So that's what they went on.
He was a cyclist, was he?
Yeah, he was not a bad left back
He was a
himself.
good left back.
Top man. But
is that one you regret? You didn't go to Inter?
well, it wasn't down to me at the time.
Well, the problem is, right?
If I was in today's climate, I could have forced the move easier. But
what they were probably thinking is, right, pay 3.8, right? But can you imagine how much they'd have had to pay in factor 50? That's what they probably were thinking. They'd probably taken you up to 6 million, wouldn't they? You know what I mean? He's gone red now. He's gone red now.
Oh, was it all the caps they'd have to buy me?
That one, Paddy Power, has used your image.
no.
Did you see it?
I'm going to sue him. Scandalous.
Scandalous.
Not
Paddy Power, come on, get on there, son.
Come on,
it was his hat.
Yeah.
You were looking sultry in that. You were giving it.
Find my hat.
You were looking amazing.
I looked mean, did I?
Not.
And as I said on our messages last night, buy some hats, rub some of your sweat on it and sell them.
If you could.
You know?
But no, I'd have to say Roberto, phenomenal player. The amount of times he played for Brazil, what he done at Madrid and Inter Milan. For me, quality.
He was almost as good as David Burrows at Liverpool.
Listen to him. Listen to him. That's scandalous. Bugsy's a great lad. Yeah. Leave him out of this.
No, I'm just saying
he's a good lad.
When you had to leave
How many
Liverpool
great fullbacks did you have?
Dennis Irwin.
No, hey, leave the Irish out. He's a great. I'm talking about the real great ones. Not. Yeah, we'll leave them out. Don't go there.
Oi, Mr. Halfpenny, look what you've started. Yeah. Look what you've started.
Great question.
Great question. Have we got any more?
But I played more than twice for Aston Villa.
You did play more than twice for Aston Villa. Club captain.
Two stints. I
think,
it obviously, isn't it?
Hi, this is Dylan from Glenheath. This one's for Kev. As a super fan, what's the best sporting event you've ever watched?
Okay.
Answer it now, then. Because question and answers kind of work with a question and an answer.
Honestly, now.
So I know look, I'm sorry. Look, everybody, I'm sorry, right? But Kev, it's his first ever question on TV.
We should have left him in that
We
seat.
should.
I thought you were going to put it into your phone and ask me. Sorry, then.
Do you want to bag it?
No, it's done now. That's going in. Right, come on then.
Yeah. Well, there's been quite a few actually, but there's one that really stands in my mind. It was the 1997 first test in Cape Town in
South Africa.
In South Africa, absolutely brilliant because
Lions.
Nobody expected the Lions to win that game, and it started off that way, and we were watching the event thinking this is not going to happen because the South Africa were absolutely brilliant that day for the first 20 minutes maybe or maybe half an hour, and it was just the whole occasion because we walked into an event as well which we'd paid for obviously, and Max Boyce was there as well, and he was You see that start and he was like, what are you boys doing here? You know, because you didn't expect to see it. We had a great day, build up to the game, and then obviously great seats as well, which were in kind of row 4, in between the half line, 25 metre. It was just a great occasion, and the game then was absolutely brilliant. And then, Matt Dawson with that perfect try, Alan Tate scoring out on the left. It was just a brilliant game.
Was that the one that Gibbsy ran over odds Durant?
No.
That was the second test.
That was that was the second test.
I'm only saying this because I was on the tour.
You were on the tour, yeah.
But I went home after 5 weeks and I actually watched that test series from a caravan down in Cardigan and Aberporth, just as a cardigan. Don't feel sorry for me. It was a lovely caravan at a bar and sky and everything like that. But I wasn't sure it was the first or second test because I was watching it with tears come my eyes because I wasn't there.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the sport. It was the sport occasion. It was the whole thing before the game itself.
The braai.
Afterwards, then when we bumped into a couple of Robert Jones, who's a friend, I dropped that one. Bumped into him out there, his brother Rodri. And then we ended up getting into the...
sorry, Rod, we didn't drop that one. No. It's embarrassing now, and the next time you see him.
Rod dropped that one as well. And we got into the bar with all the players. I mean, we were staying in the same hotel as the Lions team as well.
Wow.
So it was the whole thing, and got friends with people like Keith Wood, dropped that one in.
Yeah.
Neil Jenkins.
Lovely man, Keith.
Spoke to Frank Cotton about getting us a signed ball, and he said, no, these boys will eat the ball, they won't sign it. The Lions players were so pumped up on the whole tour. It was just a whole day. And
Alan Bateman was on that tour.
Alan Bateman was there,
and he was the only guy talking about eating. He was the only guy on tour allowed to have chips.
Really?
Yeah, because he had no body fat. He was the fittest man you've ever seen.
Give him some fat.
But he wouldn't eat bread and he didn't like pasta and that. Yeah. So for the first week or two, he'd lost half a stone because he was the only guy not was allowed to have chips. Yeah. You should have seen him. There was a table for two. There was 15 around him, just waiting to see if he left a chip on the side of the plate. We're like, drooling. Yeah. Just, here we are with our baked potatoes. There's Alan going around with his massive plate of chips. Yeah. Great, so one of the greatest players I've seen.
That's mine. It was just the whole day and the occasion and the win, of course.
Yeah.
Said they want to win the series.
You shocked me there, because I thought you were going to say 94. America.
Well, that was absolutely brilliant. Of course it was, but they were group games.
Yeah.
I mean, the crack was there. And to say I've been to a Football World Cup to follow Ireland in the greatest era, wasn't it, between 90s and...
I can't believe you're trying to sneak your toe into his accent.
I'm trying to get me cap back.
Yeah. Oh, look, no, come on.
Well,
you can't
Power can do it.
Yeah, come on.
Plug
94.
Plug the World Cup. But he's World Cup. He'd been in FA Cup finals. Man United played in the Champions League final when they won the game against Bayern Munich.
99.
99.
I watched that in Buenos Aires.
Yeah, we had that conversation. But been in loads of sporting events, but one stands out.
What's the best non-sporting event you've ever been to, apart from your wedding?
That one again. Best non-sporting event. I don't know.
Have you ever been anywhere that's not a sporting event?
Probably not, no.
No?
I've been to my local pub, the Dun. Give the Dun a plug, in my local pub. Great pub. Great man's pub. That's a good event.
Can you say that these days?
I tell you what, that's a good event every Sunday, that is. If you live locally.
Women are allowed?
No women allowed in our pub, only Christmas Day.
What?
Yeah, Christmas Day. Well, no women want to go in that pub. That's why they don't. It's not banned. They just don't want to go in there. Yeah, so...
I've heard it all now.
That's a good event. It's just not a sporting event.
It's not a sporting event. No, it was a non-sporting event. It was a non-sporting event. Anyway, I think that's it. That's done. Is there anything else? Anything else? £10 poms. Oh my God! Yeah. Have you seen that?
Brilliant.
It's amazing. Brilliant. It is absolutely amazing.
What a great. We started watching. It's one of those you put on the first 5 minutes. Do you stick or twist to that? It's kind of.
Is it card game?
No, what I mean is you start watching and you think, where's this going?
Yeah,
and all
of a
sudden,
good Australia. But
exactly. It's brilliant.
And I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You've got to keep watching then.
Yeah.
So it's one of those you watch 2 or 3 in the night.
Yeah.
And do you know what, they've left it open-ended in Scotland, haven't they?
They have.
So it's definitely coming to see.
So is it worth me watching it now that you've
honestly, it's brilliant.
We won't
it's
tell
brilliant.
They just get on a boat and go to Australia. That's all I need to know.
I'm going to watch it until they decide to set up a cricket team. That's it then.
Yeah.
I'm going to interest after
And
that.
then.
All them
Great
winning.
programme.
Ashes this summer as well. Oh, I can't wait. Ireland playing England as we speak at Lord's. Yeah, we were. It was only the second day. Yeah. But Brody's taking a fifer again on the first day. So yeah, that's going to be massive. I honestly, I cannot wait. We'll talk about this in the next episode as well. That the Ashes is coming up, and I love my. Do you like cricket?
Love cricket.
Love you cricket. Do you like cricket?
Never played it, but I love it.
Sorry, no.
All right. Well, next
Not a
time, bring a cup of tea, and then you'll be all right.
A cup of tea.
We
I'd
can have a
rather
chat.
have a drink.
You can have.
I can have a drink at the bar.
Right. Who's winning these? Who's the best question of the day?
Ray Halfpenny for me, I think.
Ray Halfpenny.
Good question with the left back.
Well, we did take the piss out of him, so
Yeah, we did,
he better get the drinks.
Well,
So, Ray, my friend, these are for you. So they will be coming to you very, very soon, or somebody will be getting in touch with you. Hang on a minute.
Watch your back, Scott. Watch your back.
No, I'm playing golf after. Yeah. So there we are. Get in touch with us. www.clubhousebrewingcompany.com. We're on all the socials. We're on Instagram, Facebook. We're on TikTok. That's why did you do that? I just swore my house. Clubhouse Brewing Company. You can also buy them if you haven't tried them yet. Give them a try. They're absolutely amazing. Let us know what you think. From Kev, Steve, and myself. See you next time. Ta-da.
Bye-bye.